I'm coming down here now. I'm gonna come help you out. We'll check you out. Hello, hello, hello. God bless you. How you doing? Hello. Woo! It's hot in Maryland. It is hot in Maryland. I don't want to go to hell. If hell feels anything like this, I don't want to go. I want to go be with Jesus. Hey, Lise, how you doing? We're supposed to have a follow-up conversation, you and I. What's up, everybody? How you doing? As soon as I get, wait a couple of minutes, as soon as I get a few people on board, then we'll go ahead and get started with this conversation. Yeah, it's hot as fire. It is hot, hot, hot. Give a few more minutes, we'll get started. What's up, everybody? How you doing? Yes, yes, yes. All right, all right. Phillip Carter, Phillip Carter, Phillip Carter. What's up, Stephen Jefferson? Haven't talked to you in a long, long time. How you doing? How's things out there in, I believe it's in South Carolina. One more minute. Let me go, just doing some things here. All right, so this is the gist of it. Awards, awards, awards. It seems that in our in the independent market, people really concentrate on awards, Stellar Awards, Rhythm of Gospel Awards, Grammys, and they're all wonderful. Especially if you're nominated for one or if you win one. I mean, I've won before, so I understand what that feeling is like. And they do hold some significance. The significance is when you're in certain arenas and you need awards to to give you credibility in front of a certain audience, then those are, it's nice to mention, hey, he's a Grammy Award winner or a Stellar Award winner, or he won a Blue Mic Award, blah, blah, blah. He won an Independent Award, or he won a Rhythm of Gospel Award. Those things do hold some weight. Depends on who the audience is that you're speaking to. So, like, Stellar Award winning gospel artist means nothing to the people of Europe. It means nothing to Caucasian people for the most part. It only means something to black church people who watch the Stellar Awards. Grammy Award winner, is a more universal award. So that that means that holds some weight as a higher award, or award that's harder to get. You've done significant things in the industry to get that award. You've had significant amount of the vote count went in your direction. But award, the weight of the award sometimes determines the credibility as well. So if you're going for an award that's strictly based on popular vote, or the vote of your peers, or the vote of the people in your neighborhood, your community, or your city, and sometimes that award is not looked upon as big as an award that was given to you based off merit. So a merit award is something like, let's say, I was a top 20 on the gospel chart, or I was a top 5 or whatever, and I was in a category with other people who were like that. And so and I won an award based off that category. That merit award holds more weight with most people, because they realize that you had to really do a lot of work. Versus a popularity award, I could be popular and win an award for being popular, but I have no merit behind that award. So, like, I haven't done anything on the charts. I haven't traveled the country. I'm not really known anywhere. I just got a bunch of people to vote for me. So, you wanna, the weight of an award can determine the significance or the insignificance of that award. So if you win all these smaller awards, that's great. I think it's great. It's great to be recognized and all that kind of stuff. But don't put it on every flyer thinking that somebody's gonna, think of you more highly. Because you won an award that nobody knows about except for your local community. It holds weight in your local community because they know of it, the award. They consider it prestigious, but for the masses, they may not think the same way. And so the significance of an award depends on the people. It depends on the audience and their recognition of that award. So, I think we take awards too seriously. We act like it's the end all be all, because awards don't necessarily determine whether your CD sales are going to boost up or not, or whether you're going to have or whether you're going to be able to charge more or not for something. It depends on the audience that calls you. When I go to Europe, I can't charge more because I won a Stella. I only can charge more based off what they have seen of me, and what they have and their impression of me, and what they consider the value of my work and my services. So it's, awards can be significant. Stellar Awards, Grammys, all these major other awards. Some of them there's some other major awards as well. Doves, they're great. They're great to have on your shelf. It's a look back, when you can look back and say, wow, look at what I've accomplished, or what God has done through me. But don't look at it as the end all be all. And if you win one, then you have to have a plan to capitalize off of it. You want to, of course you want the world to know, but you want the world to know what you did to get it. And if all of what you did to get it was to get a bunch of people to vote for you, whether they knew you, whether they liked you or not, then that's not going to really hold a lot of weight in terms of CD sales, in terms of respect in the market that you are in. So, it's always better to win an award based on merit. I mean, when I won a Stellar Award, I was, top 22, top 23 for many, many weeks. I traveled the country, well known in the gospel music industry. So people recognize what I've done, which gave my award a little bit more merit than it would for somebody who was just top 25, top 24, and you dropped out and nobody really knows who you are. You didn't put the work in to get that award. When you put the work in to get an award, nobody can complain about you winning or anything like that. All they can do is respect you for what you've done and what you continue to do. Because you can win an award and fade away because you put so much stock in it, or your career has no longevity in it because, for various reasons, and then that award goes away. 20 years from now, this all I do is win a Stellar Award, then I really haven't had a great career. Your career is great because it's longevity and because you continue to work hard in your field, master your craft, and you continue to reinvent yourself. So, if you win an award, then figure out how to piggyback off of it and figure out the audience that values that award the most and piggyback off of that. Because I guarantee you, if somebody wins, a country music award and you're a gospel artist, nobody in gospel cares that you won a country music award. Only the people in country music care about that, and vice versa. If I decide to become a country artist tomorrow and I say, hey, I've won several awards in gospel music, who cares? Great. Go back, that's great. That's great for them, but not necessarily for this particular thing that you're into right now. So what was the other thing I was supposed to cover? I can't remember what the other thing I said I was going to cover. Hold on, I'm going to look it up. Oh, I think I got it all. Our awards rigged. No, they're not rigged. People just don't understand business and they don't read. So let's say, for instance, if your sponsors are sponsoring you because of certain people that you have on your program and they're up for awards, then more than likely they need to win, or they need to be recognized in some way to keep your sponsors. That's one way to look at it. The other way is this. People don't read the rules, so they don't really know how people are nominated for an award. If you read the rules of any major awards, then you'll find out how people win. And so that, when Kirk Franklin went over Anthony Brown at the Grammys this year, even though Anthony Brown had the hottest song, Kirk Franklin is more well known among Grammy voters than Anthony Brown. Anthony Brown is new to Grammy voters. He's new to that whole circuit. Kirk Franklin's been around for 20-some years. So Anthony Brown had the hottest song, especially in church. He had the hottest song on the radio. But Kirk Franklin is more well known, so Kirk Franklin won the Grammy. That's how awards are won. People get online talking about, well, Anthony Brown should have won that award. Well, you're not voted. You're not the voters. I remember when James Cleveland used to win a Grammy every year. I don't care whose song was hot on the radio. James Cleveland and Shirley Caesar won those Grammys because they were well known amongst the Grammy voters. So, no, awards are not rigged. You just got to understand business. Don Jackson's the owner of the Stellar Awards. He has to run a business, okay? You can't run your business off independent artists because they don't give up no money. You got to run your business off of sponsors. You got to run your business off of what you need to run. He runs a television show. The Grammys is a foundation, but they also have to run a television show. So you got to, when you understand business, you understand the rules of how things go, then you understand that nothing is rigged. It is what it is. Hey, if I go to the Stellar Awards next year and I sponsor their whole booklet or magazine, and I happen to be nominated and I poured 30, 40 grand in there, I expect to get some residual out of that. That's just how it goes. That's how corporate America works. So, once you understand that, then you can look at things from a different perspective. Fans look at stuff as fans. They think somebody should have did this or somebody should have did this because they liked their stuff better or they thought their stuff was better than somebody else's. When in reality, it's not really like that. It doesn't really work like that. Hard work does pay off, but hard work with marketing, hard work with backing pays off even more. It gets you in the door, okay? So relationships mean everything. So any questions based on what I said thus far? If not, I'm going to sign off and tackle another topic later. I want to remind you all that in October 20th through the 22nd, we got the Independent Gospel Artists Alliance Conference. If you want to come learn the business of music and other topics as well, it's a boot camp, three-day boot camp that will seriously enhance whatever you're trying to do in your career and ministry. www.indiegospelalliance.com. It's going to be held at the Mount Church in Chesapeake, Virginia. All right? God bless you. Y'all take care.